Hello, you lovely lot. It's Sarah Louise, keeping it real. So, today I wanted to talk about Ascension symptoms because, yeah, we're feeling it at the moment. And when I say Ascension symptoms, I mean, awakening symptoms, and well, we'll go a bit more into that in a minute. But basically, lots of people are getting these symptoms at the moment, and people are starting to panic, because they're feeling shit and they're going to the doctors and there's nothing wrong. And it's just, I don't want people to panic because, we're all going through it at the moment, whether we're at the beginning of our awakening journey or whether we've been on it for a while, we're all really struggling. So I thought I'd just go through a few of the symptoms and maybe touch a bit about Ascension and what's going on, just to help those of you that are worrying. So I think the main symptom at the moment really that people are getting are headaches and migraines, especially around the front of the head. The best thing for that is actually there's acupressure points in between your thumb and your finger there that you can press in with this part of your finger. It's a bit hard to explain, but maybe I'll do another video at some point on acupressure points. But if you put in Google it or something, acupressure points, you've got meridians all over your body, so that point actually will help the front of your head. But anyway, going back to the symptoms, so there's migraines and headaches we're finding we're getting a lot. Another one is blurred vision, not being, just generally not being able to see straight for no reason in particular. And another one is ringing in the ears. Now, I'm not just talking about tinnitus, okay? So I've had ringing in my ears for a long time. I think if you're connected spiritually, meditating deeply or something, you will start to notice ringing in your ears. No, it's not tinnitus. Tinnitus is all the time. You get that it's every time it's quiet or when you try and go to sleep. This is specifically when you're doing something esoteric or meditating or anything like that. But that ringing now these days is getting loud. Okay, and so there'll be people out there that haven't had that before but are starting to notice that. Okay, so that's normal as well. That's another one of the symptoms. The other thing is aching all over, in your muscles, in your bones, in your joints. It feels like the flu. It feels pretty shit, so it's just just your whole body's aching and for no particular reason because you might not have done anything. And the other one is sleepless nights and exhaustion. Look at the bags under my eyes. I'm getting this one a lot. So, we're finding that we're really struggling at the moment to sleep and to rest. And when we do sleep, we're getting quite profound dreams. So, our sleep is very bad. So we're exhausted all the time. Now, these are all your classic symptoms of Ascension. And when I say Ascension, what do I mean by Ascension? I don't mean like we're going to be floating off up into the sky, into the heavens. That's not what Ascension's about. It's not what the awakening is about. What's happening really is our Earth, our Mother Earth as a whole, is raising her vibration. The frequency on the planet is raising from 3D. Which maybe I'll do a video on differences of 3D, 4D and 5D, but basically it's from 3D up through 4 and to 5D, changing the frequency. Now, I know we're spiritual beings, but we are in a human body, and our human body is connected to Mother Earth, us and the earth and all around us, nature, we are one. So as she is raising her frequency, we're having to do that in our bodies as well, and it's fucking hurting. It's painful, it really is, and it's a struggle, but just knowing that it's for a good reason it does help a lot. You've got to see the silver lining in this. And I know it's difficult because I think for a lot of us, not everybody, but for a lot of us, we went through last year quite a massive dark night of the soul. And we only recently to come out of it, and we're all light and fluffy and everything's great. And now all of a sudden, boom, we're feeling like shit. So it's it can spiral us into a bit of a miserable time. And I don't want that for people, because we've got to think about this as a good thing, because the more physically shit we're feeling, the more downloads and more our vibration is raising. So it's actually a good thing, you know what I mean? So just try and let yourself rest and not panic about things, and you know what I mean, not do too much and just let it happen, because it is actually, you know, integrating that is a difficult process, but it's for a good thing, you know. And the good things about it, we're going to start noticing things more and more, you know what I mean. Our psychic abilities, if we've picked up on energies in the past, we're going to notice that that's going to be a lot more lately. We're going to have more messages in our dreams from our higher selves. Telepathy is definitely going to be something that we're going to start being able to use a hell of a lot more than what we did before, especially with your twin flame. So all these spiritual superpowers, if you might want to call them that, are all the good things that are happening, you know. So physically we're feeling shit, you know, this is it. But we're going to notice all the spiritual side of us. Even people that have never had any spiritual experiences or never picked up on energies or anything like that, even people like that are going to, over this next few months, are really actually going to start noticing the difference, you know what I mean, and more connected and just lost for words. Sorry, someone just knocked on the door and it sort of it completely took away my trail of thought. Go away, I'm busy. So where was I? So yeah, so there's all these good things to look forward to, you know, and don't be panicking about these symptoms. I know it's shit. I feel like shit all the time. I don't want to do anything, and just take it easy on yourself, you know. Just do things, you know. Go and swim in the sea if you can. I mean, I'm in the UK and it's bloody cold, but I still swim in the sea. If you're somewhere where the sea's warm, then wow, good for you. You know, or if not, maybe go to a pool somewhere or something. Just you know, just try and take it easy and know that this change is happening for the better. And it's happening whether we like it or not. You know what I mean? The planet's frequency is raising, and it's going to raise whether we like it or not. Now we can either go with it or we can get left behind. That sounds a little bit dire, and that's probably another subject for another video, but I'm not really worried about people, because we are, you know, ultimately there's going to be very, very few of us that aren't going to be ascending, that aren't going to be awakening, or whatever you want to call it. And the ones that really aren't, well, that's their choice. You know, the planet is going to be doing this as a whole, and we can either fight against it and be running in and out of the doctors and be like, oh, but this is something wrong with me, and you know what I mean, and then blocking out any spiritual things that are happening to us, or we can accept it and say, do you know what, I feel like shit, it's okay, you know what I mean, and just open our heart chakra and just accept that actually this is what's going on at the moment and there's good reason for it, and be open to, you know, to what's coming in spiritually. I would say the best thing you can do really at the moment is to ground yourself a lot more. Try and get out in nature, try and get barefoot on the ground, meditate a lot more. And I know I do say that quite a lot, but that's quite important, you know what I mean, is your deep breathing, and just, you know, to integrate these I can't say that word, integrate, the frequencies that are coming in, and not to panic and not to get down in the dumps about it, and to see that it's actually a good thing, and everybody is going through it, especially those of us that are quite far on our awakening paths, you know, that have been going on this journey for a while. We are really feeling it. Oh, I am really feeling it. Okay, so that's basically, I'm trying to think of what, you know, the one other thing to touch upon maybe is what you're eating, what you're putting in your body is going to change your vibration. So, you know, if you're eating meats and dairy and stuff like that, I'm not here to tell you not to do that. I'm just saying you might notice, if you've had a big meal with meat and something like that, that your energy is low and you're feeling more lethargic than usual. Okay, so maybe just try and just, you know, I'm not asking you to be a carrot cruncher and just eat nothing but salad, but maybe just try it out and see if your energy levels are a bit better, and see how things go in general. But yeah, that's generally all I wanted to say, is just to not worry about these symptoms. Don't get down in the dumps. Remember, it's all for a good thing. And yeah, that's it. So from my heart to yours, love you all.